See, when Kylie puts her notes there, I take that as a sign to stay away from me, bad boy. So I'm over here now. Now, have you ever compared the skin on your face cheeks to the skin on your other cheeks? I did try this once, split the disc. That's as close as I could only get, like that close. But I did try the experiment. So you won't be surprised that sun exposure causes 80% of the skin's ageing factors. Unless you sunbake naked, then there will be no surprise.
So today we're talking about how you can beat the signs of ageing by simply slopping on sunscreen. Here to tell us more is our beauty expert, Matty. Good morning, Matty.
Good morning.
We hear this all the time, don't we?
Yes.
How do the sun's rays damage our skin?
Well, we got two main rays that affect our skin. One is a UVB, which is the burning zone, which actually burns our skin and causes pigment change. And we've got the UVAs, which go deeper, and they affect our skin in the base of the collagen, which causes fine line wrinkles, loss of skin elasticity, broken capillaries, and both UVA and UVB are the main factors for skin cancer. So it's quite interesting that a sunscreen can actually be your #1 or your best anti-aging cream, but how often do we use it?
Yeah.
How does it work? What does sunscreen do?
Okay, sunscreens protect your skin, and the way they do it, they do have ingredients in them that either reflect or absorb the light, UV rays. Now, it is also very important to remember, because Larry was asking me before, he goes, I wear sunscreen, our skin sometimes get burned. Sunscreens can only protect you up to 90%. So there is still that 10% gap that they cannot protect you. And that is if you buy the best sunscreen with a good SPF, you still only get 90%. So it's important to wear your hat. Vitamin C topically is great for underneath your sunscreens. And wear, a shirt, and as much as you can with your clothing, protect your skin. Do that.
Okay, now when you go to the supermarket aisle and there's all those sunscreens lined up, some are 15 plus, some are 30 plus. What's the difference?
Well, SPF is an abbreviation for sun protection factor. Now, what that means is a duration that SPF protects your skin, or the sunscreen remains active on your body or on your skin. Now, let's say, for example, I think we're going to put a graphic.
Yes, we are. Let's have a look at that.
Yeah. Now, what this means is the SPF, which could be 15 or 30, normal time that your body or your skin gets burnt, timesing these two by each other, you get a protecting time. Now, I'm going to use an example. Let's say Larry's skin gets burned within 10 minutes without any protection. Now, if he uses SPF of 15 times that 10 minutes gives you 150, which that 150 is 2.5 hour protection you get from an SPF of 15.
Now, Matty, if when I apply that, I'm playing some sport or I'm having a surf or something, that changes that whole time frame, doesn't it?
It does, because if you're especially surfing, that you're in the water, you need to wear water-resistant sunscreen. Preferably go for SPF of 30 and try to reapply it, because exercising you perspire, and all of these would affect, obviously, the quicker absorption of your sunscreen on your skin.
You know, one of the biggest things that we make mistakes on, I'm led to believe, is that we don't actually put enough on, that we just smear it on and think that's enough. How much should we be using, Matty?
Well, generally they say 2 tablespoons, but depending on, if you're going to the beach, make sure you actually apply a good amount of it. Around a tablespoon or 2, you do need to apply that. But generally,
on your face, 2 tablespoons of cream.
On the face or on the back of the hands. But also to remember this, that if you're going for your everyday work, if you buy sunscreen that's got a pump on it, they generally gives you 2 measurements, which we recommend 2 pumps to apply. And make sure you massage that in. Apply 20 minutes before you go on. So it gives you time for the sunscreen to get absorbed through the skin. You can wear your makeup. And a lot of people complain, they say the sunscreen leaves a white film on their skin. Well, grab a tissue and just dab it off very quickly at the end, because that is zinc oxide, which what protects our skin from the UV radiation of A and B.
As Kylie was saying, so many of them in the supermarket now, lots of different options. You got them in cream, lotion, of course, milk, there's wipe-ons, there's gels. Any of those better than the others?
It really depends on your skin type, what skin type you've got, but I am a big fan of SPF of 30, and I do recommend going for sunscreens with moisturizers together, simply because if you got an oily skin, a lot of people with oily skin believe that sunscreen blocks the pores, which you can buy moisturizers that do have sunscreen in them for oily skin, and in that case you're not going to have any problem with your sunscreen. It really your skin type and what reason you're wearing it. Wear a water resistant sunscreen if you're going surfing, but don't wear that if you're going to work.
Okay, all good information with summer school holidays just around the corner. Thanks, Matty.
Make sure you all wear your sunscreen.
Thanks, Matty. Michael's in soon.